So you're dreaming of moving to Europe, but what if I told you that places will actually pay you to move there? From sun-soaked islands to medieval villages, these European destinations are offering cash, land, or tax breaks to attract new residents. Whether you're looking for a fresh start, you work remotely, these places want you to call them home. I'm Alexander Ayling, a travel and lifestyle creator here on YouTube. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I'm floored by how many of you watch my videos without subscribing. So do me a favor, click subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you enjoy this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and dropping a comment. Cheers. Number 1 is Albanen in Switzerland. In the heart of the Swiss Alps lies Albanen, a picturesque village offering over 20,000 Swiss francs for families who settle here long term. But there are some requirements. The details of the incentives are as follows. Firstly, you must be under 45 years of age. You must purchase a home in Albanen worth at least 200,000 Swiss francs. And you must agree to live in Albanen for 10 years. And you must become a Swiss citizen. If you fit all those requirements, you'll be given a stipend of 20,000 Swiss francs, as well as 10,000 Swiss francs per child. But why is Albanen offering these incentives? Well, it's kind of a similar story to many of the following destinations on this list. Declining population or an aging population. Albanen is located in the Valais region of Switzerland in the Swiss Alps. While it's remote, Albanen is accessible by train and car, and the nearest major airport is Geneva. And it's not the only place, but Albanen is one of a few different villages in Switzerland offering incentives to attract new residents. Number 2 is Presice Aquatica in Italy. Located in Puglia, Italy's heel, Presice is offering up to 30,000 euros for people willing to buy and renovate vacant properties. Think charming old homes, slow living, and some of the best food in Italy for a fraction of the cost of big cities. Italy's gone viral for offering these incentives, the €1 villa. Now, there are some catches, and oftentimes it ends up being more expensive than just €1 because a lot of these homes are in varying states of disrepair. But if you have a little bit of sweat equity, you can roll up your sleeves and dive into the renovation, then this could be a great opportunity. This region is known for its high quality extra virgin olive oil, some of the best in Italy. But like many small towns in Italy, it's suffering from a dwindling population as residents have relocated to cities in search of work. A couple of the requirements for this opportunity. To be eligible, individuals and families must move their primary residence to the town. They're also required to invest in the purchase of a home built before 1991, which is around 30% of the town's properties. The cost of the purchase would be subsidized with the 30,000 euro grant by the town council. And financial aid could also be used to cover the costs of renovations. And they're also offering an incentive of an extra 1,000 euros for every baby born.
Let's make a baby.
Located in the area known as the Salento, Presice Aquatica is designated as one of Italy's most beautiful villages. So if you're looking for slow living, surrounded by olive orchards, close to the Ionian Sea, this could be the opportunity for you. Moving on to number 3, in another region of Italy, the island of Sardinia. Located to the west of the Italian mainland, Sardinia is a unique island with its own history and culture. The island has been inhabited since the Paleolithic era, with the Nuragic, followed by Phoenician, Carthaginian, Roman, Vandal, Byzantine, and eventually Italian rule. The government has set aside up to 46 million euros to attract newcomers willing to move to Sardinia. The story is kind of the same. Aging population in areas that are either rural or have a smaller economy. Young people who are born there end up moving to bigger cities looking for better work opportunities, and the aging population is left and it becomes less and less viable of a place to live. But I believe with the advent of the internet and all of these different ways and means for earning a living nowadays, if you're looking for something different, these destinations could be for you. And Sardinia is absolutely beautiful. It's really high on my travel bucket list. I'd like to get out there and explore it very soon. The island of Sardinia is offering grants of up to 15,000 euros to entice new residents to rural villages. So you have sunshine, beaches, plus a cash bonus. Sounds pretty good. Sardinia is also a blue zone, which means it has some of the longest living people in the world. And that's because the lifestyle there is so healthy. So if you want to live a really long time and get paid to do it, you should consider moving to Sardinia. For destination number 4, we're moving to the western part of the Iberian Peninsula, Rubia in Galicia. In the remote hills of northwestern Spain, Rubia is giving financial incentives and low-cost housing to people willing to settle and contribute to the community. I actually lived in Galicia for a year teaching English, and there are a lot of opportunities for getting paid to move there. Galicia's natural beauty and Celtic roots really set it aside from the rest of Spain. It's a magical place to slow down and enjoy life. I've walked through this part of Spain on the Camino de Santiago. It's stunningly beautiful. And I remember hearing interesting stories about people buying entire villages to create eco-communities. There's a lot of fun, unique, quirky things happening out there in these places that have been more or less forgotten by the modern world. Regions are trying to revamp and revitalize areas, and they're doing it through these incentives to attract young people. The purpose of this scheme is to incentivize young families to move to Rubia in this part of Galicia. They want to increase the number of students in local schools, and the incentive pays around 150 euros a month. There are some additional benefits. The cost of living in Rubia and in Galicia in general is much lower than the rest of Spain, which is lower than the rest of Europe. Rubia is located in the mountainous province of Ourense, Galicia, which is known for its natural beauty and cultural heritage. When I was teaching English in Pontevedra in Galicia, I would travel to Ourense, an old Roman spa town. There's some beautiful natural hot springs right on the river there, so that would be nearby. Number 5, we're moving to Greece. Antikathira, Greece. Antikathira, a small Greek island, is offering families incentives to relocate, including a monthly stipend, 500 euros a month for 3 years, free accommodation and free food, with free housing and even land. With just a few dozen full-time residents, this is off-grid island living with a twist. The program aims to boost the island's population and economy by attracting skilled workers and families. The program targets families with young children and those with skills in agriculture, fishing, or hospitality, as well as professionals who are able to work remotely. Get to Antikathira by ferry from Kythera or Crete. The incentive is approximately around 20,000 US dollars, paid out in monthly stipends. It's also limited to 5 families. In order to apply, you'll have to submit an application with the local town council on their website or by calling them. I currently live on a homestead in the countryside of New Zealand and work remotely. It did require some shifts from life and business as usual, living in Los Angeles for 5 years, and I've been living here in rural New Zealand now for almost 5 years. I can tell you, I absolutely love it. Living a slow, intentional lifestyle, it's really meaningful, and every day that I get to live out here, I count my blessings. So if you're feeling unfulfilled living in the city and you want to change the pace of life, you want to slow down and live intentionally, then these destinations could be for you. Next up, we have the Spanish village of Ponga, located in Asturias. Ponga is offering financial incentives to relocate, including payment of up to 3,000 euros to couples, an additional 3,000 euros per child. In order to get that funding though, you need to stay for a minimum of 5 years. The purpose is to encourage young families to move to the village and revitalize the aging population. The municipality also offers other benefits such as a 60% reduction in local property tax and discounts on inheritance taxes. Ponga is a picturesque mountain village with a population of less than 600, located within the UNESCO designated biosphere. It's small town life in beautiful mountains. Next up, we have another part of Spain offering an enticing incentive for digital nomads. The government of Extremadura in Spain is hoping to attract digital nomads. They've set aside 2 million euros in funds, grants to up to 200 professionals who want to move to the Ambros Valley, an area in northern Extremadura. Funding is available for housing, land, and other necessities. The initiative is called Live in Ambros. Extremadura is an autonomous region located on the border with Portugal in western Spain. The region is targeting individuals who work in the tech industry and who can work 100% remotely. Applicants must be legal residents of Spain or participants in the country's digital nomad visa program. Additionally, they cannot have lived in Extremadura for the last 6 months. People under the age of 30 and anyone willing to relocate to a town in Extremadura with less than 5,000 residents are eligible to receive 10,000 euros. All other successful applicants will receive 8,000 euros. And after 2 years, digital nomads can choose to stay for another year and the government will give them another 4,000 or 5,000 euros. Extremadura is an affordable area of Spain to live in, so if you're a digital nomad, you should consider this application. Next on the list, we have Portugal. This is part of the Rural Interior Incentives. Several Portuguese villages in the interior of the country are offering up to 5,000 euros to new residents, especially young families. The program is hoping to reverse rural decline while offering a relaxed lifestyle near vineyards. The good news is the program is open to everyone, including digital nomads on Portugal's famous digital nomad visa. If you're willing to settle in Portugal's interior regions through the Emprego Interior Mais program, you are eligible for some money. A base grant of 2,633 euros, plus 20% more for each family member, up to 878 euros for moving costs. In order to qualify, you need to get a job locally, become self-employed, or start a business, actually move there within 180 days of signing up for the program, and apply within 90 days of signing your employment contract. And there are some other great incentives with Portugal. You can apply to become a citizen of Portugal after just 5 years, which is half the amount of time of their neighbor Spain. And Portugal recognizes dual citizenship, so you can keep your original citizenship. So from snowy mountains to Mediterranean beaches, there are a lot of options, a lot of places that are willing to pay you to move there in Europe. So which one of these destinations would you consider moving to and why? Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and share this with your friends. All of those little interactions really help the algorithm notice this video and get it to a wider audience. And also, if you're not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button.